Hi friends, Laura here from Lalo Wellness. Welcome to your yoga session today. Today's focus is really going to be for brides. And the reason why I really wanted to do this is that I know that the run up to your wedding, including your wedding day, can be really exciting and fun. And it can be a little bit stressful. So I wanted to put together a session that is designed just for you to help you release a little bit of that stress, perhaps, and find some calm on your big day. Let's get started. Go ahead and take a seat in any comfortable position that you enjoy. And we're going to spend just a few moments here kind of gathering ourselves together, getting focused. Typically, as you are preparing for that big day, your brain is kind of all over the place. So we want to spend a minute just getting kind of focused. So if it feels good, you can close your eyes. If not, you can keep those eyes open. Maybe take a soft gaze at your hands or your feet or a spot on the floor. And just take a moment sort of checking in with your body, noticing any spots that feel a little bit tight or tense. You don't have to change it. We're just trying to pay attention to the body so we can give it a little bit of TLC right now. And then we check in with our thoughts, see if we've got a lot of things running around through our brain right now. Again, you don't need to change anything. You're just observing how you're feeling, what's going through your mind. And then we start to drop into our breath. Feel your breath as it comes in and out of your body. Notice where you feel it the most, maybe in your nose, maybe in your chest, maybe all the way down to the belly. And as you breathe in, start to lengthen out a little bit through your spine. As you breathe out, keep that spine nice and long, but let your shoulders and your hips soften. Breathing in, taking extra focus on that breath. As you breathe out, actively letting go of any stress or anxiety. Breathing in, finding that length, finding that focus. Breathing out, softening the body a little bit and releasing any stress. On your next exhale, let yourself just sigh that breath away. It's a little mental signal that you're about to change and do something a little bit different. Let's take an inhale. This time we're going to reach the arms out and up. Just find a big stretch. Exhale, let the chin drop. Bring the hands down. Inhale, reach out and up, maybe following those fingers with your gaze. Exhale. Let's do one more. Nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, let's drop the left hand across the body, right hand behind the body, gently twisting, maybe taking a look over your shoulder, starting to loosen up the neck, loosen up the spine. Inhale, reach both hands high, face forward. Exhale, right hand drops across the body. Let's bring the left hand behind for that support. And gently twist through the spine, all the way up through that neck. Inhale, reaching both hands high. Exhale, letting those hands come down alongside the body. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders now, knees underneath the hips, coming into a tabletop position. Look down at the hands and make sure you can see the mat between your fingers. We want to really spread those hands out nice and wide. Lengthen out through the neck. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly, lift the hips. Exhale, scoop the hips, round the spine, tuck the chin, looking towards your thighs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take a few more cow and cat, going at your own pace. Really feel your spine starting to loosen up. And then return to tabletop, that nice long neutral spine. Bump your hips over to the right, look over your left shoulder. Imagine your spine making that letter C shape. And then return to the center, bumping the hips over to the left, look over the right. And come back to the center. Just continue that side to side flow. Releasing that spine, one vertebra at a time. And now returning to the center. Find your right foot, step forward, tuck your left toes under, step forward. We're bringing those feet side by side, keeping a generous bend here at the knees, reaching up for your opposite elbows, and allowing the upper body to just relax onto your thighs. Crown of the head toward the floor, allowing gravity to just lengthen out the spine. You can move this around if that feels good, or you can hold it steady. Shifting some of your weight into your heels to counterbalance this upper body. Let's just let the hands relax toward the floor and begin to find some length in the legs. Just going until you feel that good stretch. So that might mean your legs are straight, but maybe they're still a little bent. That's okay. No pressure here in the hands. I'm going to start to slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Take your time here. Really let the arms just kind of dangle. As the hips level off, give a little squeeze through those glutes, gently pressing the hips forward. Roll those shoulders up, back, and then slide your shoulder blades down toward your hips. Palms are forward, your chest is lifted, strong mountain pose. I want you to really pay attention to that grounding under the big toe, pinky toe, and heel of each foot, as you enjoy this strong mountain pose. Let's take a nice deep breath now. Reach the arms out and up. Lifting the gaze, exhale, cactus the arms, opening up your chest. Just a mini back bend here. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, reach back with the right hand, forward with the left hand, looking over those back fingertips while we work the hips toward the front of the mat. Nice standing twist. Inhale, sweep the right hand down, face front. Pick up that left hand. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale and reach. Exhale, let's take that standing twist on the other side. Looking over the left fingertips, our arms are at the shoulder. Still working those hips forward. Inhale, sweep the left hand down, face front, pick up that right hand. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale and reach. Let's bring the hands together. Lace the last three fingers. Bring your pointer and thumb together for an arrow mudra. Inhale, reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, bending out to the left, bringing the left rib as close to that hip bone as we can. Inhale and reach. Exhale to the right. Inhale and reach. Exhale, cactus those arms. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. We're just trying to loosen up the body, open up the body, relaxing our shoulders, opening our hips, places where we typically hold a little bit of tension. We're going to pick up our left foot now and then take a big step back, landing on those left toes. I want to make sure the back heel stays lifted. Scoop your hips forward. We're going to inhale and reach those hands up high for a crescent lunge. Opening up through the hips here, standing tall. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pivot your back foot till it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. Reach your hands out. And we're taking a long line from the heel of the front foot to the arch of the back foot. Hips and shoulders in the center of that body. Reaching one hand out into the future, one hand out into the past. So we bring those great experiences, those life experiences from the past, forward into our future. Let your right knee drift out a little bit towards the right pinky toe, really opening through the hips. Feeling strong and grounded in this warrior pose. Inhale, let's reach both hands high. Turn toward the long edge of your mat, toes out, heels in, 5-pointed star. And as you exhale, let's take that warrior two toward the back of the mat. So the left toes are pointing toward the back of the mat, right toes pointing toward the long edge of the mat. Finding that big reach all the way across the chest, letting that left knee drift out toward the left pinky toe. Inhale, let's sweep the right hand down and up. Pick up your right heel, and we're going to find ourselves in that crescent lunge facing the back of the mat. And bending the right knee, step toward the back of the mat, coming into a chair pose. I want to take a look down and make sure we can still see our toes. If you can't quite see them, stand a little taller or shift your weight back, or a little bit of both. Chair pose is all about defiance, defying anything that's trying to pull you down right now because you're reaching for those stars. Let's take a nice big reach through these fingers. We're going to sweep the hands down as we exhale. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Inhale, stand taller. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Come back to our chair pose. Nice job. Picking up your right foot, take a big step back. Drop the right knee to the ground. We're going to find that arrow mudra. Lean into this low lunge while we reach the hands high. Opening the chest, opening the heart. On your next exhale, let's drop the hands down to the inside of this left foot. Tuck your right toes under and turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. You might be up here in a higher side lunge, or maybe down lower in a surfer's lunge. Just whatever feels good for you. We're only here for a moment. And then we're going to shift this weight toward the front of the mat. Again, high side lunge, or perhaps the low surfer's lunge. Your decision. Let's look down toward the top of the mat. We're going to drop these hands toward the top of the mat, pivot the feet, dropping the left knee to the ground. Find that arrow mudra, low lunge. Really letting ourselves sink in and open up the hip. They call the hips the emotional junk drawer. That's where we put all of our emotions that we don't really know what to do with. It's always a good idea to open them up, let some of those emotions free and release. Deep breath in, relax the hands down to your sides. Let's bring both knees right underneath your hips, big toes together. I'm going to drop the hands down to the mat. Now take the knees a little bit wider as we come into a wide child's pose, sitting back, hips to heels. We're going to reach the hands either toward the top of the mat with our head resting on the mat or a couple of blocks. Or maybe we stack our fists right under the forehead. Or maybe we drape the arms alongside the body. Again, forehead to the mat or on a block. We're going to take 7 deep, slow breaths right here. And focus on letting your shoulders relax into this pose, whichever version you've chosen. On your next inhale, move your hands right underneath your shoulders. Start to press away from the floor as you exhale. Bring those legs parallel to each other. I'm going to walk the hands up the body as we rise up on the knees. Take a deep breath, reach out and up. Exhale, bringing the heels of your hands to the top of your backside, fingers pointing down. Little squeeze here between the shoulder blades for camel. You can keep your hands right here or tuck your toes, reach for the heels, or even keep the tops of the feet flat and reach for those heels, your choice. Opening up the chest, opening up the heart, relaxing the neck into it. Inhale, sweep the hands up high. Exhale, bringing your hands to the right. Sweep your feet to the left. Come down onto your seat. And gently rolling all the way down to the floor, relaxing your hands down alongside the body wherever they feel comfortable. Maybe you come fully into corpse pose here. Maybe you choose a side lying pose or restorative with the knees together. Your choice. And just allow yourself to scan the entire body, starting from the crown of the head, letting it soften across the forehead, through the eyes, the jaw, into your throat and neck. Slowly letting that softening continue through the shoulders, the arms, right down to your fingertips. You feel that chest rise and fall. Letting your hips soften into the floor. Completely relaxing the legs all the way through the thighs, knees, ankles, and your toes. As you breathe in, try to find a count of 4 for the breath in. And exhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a few more rounds of this slow breath, extending the exhale on your own. And you can continue here relaxing in your Shavasana for as long as you would like. Whenever you feel ready, slowly making your way back up to a seated position. Allowing your chin to drop to your chest. And just moving that chin to the left. And coming back down to the chest. Moving that chin to the right. And coming back down to the chest. If your eyes are still closed and you're seated, start to blink those eyes open. Let's take a big deep breath out and up. And bring those hands to heart center. May you have peace in your thoughts, kindness in your words, hope and love in your hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Really letting yourself extend that exhale is a great tip for calming your nervous system down. I hope you enjoy your big day. And if you enjoyed this and you have any friends that you think might be able to benefit from it, please feel free to pass it on or even share it on your wedding day, probably before you get your hair done. I'll see you next time at laylawellness.com.